Hello and welcome from the Bristly, stranger. We have come to something new today. It is Green, an Orc's Life. The developer of this contacted me quite a while ago actually, and asked if I would like to have a look at their game. And I have got a certain soft spot for indie devs, especially one-man crews like I think this is. The game itself came out a couple of weeks ago, and already James has done quite a few balances and readjustments to the game. I've only had one quick go, and as you can see, our option in the middle there is New Beginnings. As one orc dies, another is spawned. So my last orc was Duck Skull Slayer. He was of the Gnashing Teeth tribe, and he went through life gathering various things. So at the top here, underneath his age, which was 40, I think this is his might, this is his infamy, this is his standing with the shamans, and this is his horde. So he was very rich, he was very infamous, and he was very powerful, but had no standing with the shamans. That was mainly because he was bitten by a werewolf, and he turned into a were-orc. The shamans could have cast a spell to reverse it, but I just embraced the fact that he was turning into a killing machine demon, and basically that is where his life ended, because as he was fully embracing the wolf, he became a wild beast rather than a sentient being. Very interesting. We are going to obviously start with a new guy here, New Beginnings. We swipe left or right, like we do in very similar kind of games. It is both the same option at the moment. So in between that, we got a recap of our Orc's Life. Obviously, you didn't see any of that, so we're not going to bother. We have got a new guy now. This is Death Rat, the Axe Goblin tribe. His stats start a little bit lower than before, and obviously we have got nothing built up at the minute. If we swipe right, I think in fact, no. Swiping left or right, there's no option on that. So we can just do anything. Green Wisdom. If you care, young orc, have a listen to the tutorial. We probably don't need the tutorial. I've kind of figured it out. Like I explained earlier, these various bits and pieces are for various stats of your fame. They're things we want to build up. If they go to 0, I don't think it matters. So we're not doing the tutorial, we are choosing a new start. We can either go as a fully grown orc, or we can start as a freshly spawned orc pup. I kind of like the idea of starting as a wee babby orc. We, of course, are not playing as we would ourselves, we are embracing our full orc character, so we might not take things that would take ourselves. So yes, let's start as a fresh orc pup. So here we are, here's our little orc babby. No one really knows where orcs come from. Are they spawn? Are they grown? Different mythologies or game systems have different ideas about where orcs come from. We are going to cry and dribble, or sit there and quietly contemplate our surroundings. Let's just have a look at who's about. Oh, there's a wolf cub. We're cornered by it. No one's coming to help. So what are our options? Beat it on the nose as hard as we can and send it away. Or gargle at it and charm it as a pet. So if we get a wolf as a pet, that would be quite good, wouldn't it? So at the bottom here, we're already achieving some little bits and pieces. Escape. The largest baby orc of our playstyle has a habit of gumming and chewing on part of the fence. The wood is soaked and is weak, so we can smash a hole. Do we crawl over, barge the big baby through the fence, and go to freedom? Or ignore the dribbling idiot? Freedom! Lead the charge of stinky orc babies. Half puke from excitement, some are bawling. Those are captured by the big green things, but not us, do we? Scrabble over to the grassy hill, or dig a hole. I think if we dig a hole, we're going to be spotted very soon. Let's go for the hill. And a handful of orc babies have followed us. They get away from the big green things. We're at the hill. What do we do? Throw yourself down, roll madly away to reach the bottom first before we're caught or drag the orc baby with the big orcs and whine and gesticulate accusingly, hoping that they take the blame. No, we're not going to be sneaky, we're just going to try and escape. So prophecy, the old tribal shaman starts to cackle one day. I can see that one's future, he says, pointing at us. Good luck, he says, before promptly starting to cry, thrash around, stamping tantrum until someone feeds us. Or, silly old orc, crawl over and take all his shiny and colourful stuff. Yeah, let's rob the prophet. There we go. Playstyle. When the big green things are away, you often find yourself confronted by many round-bellied green things our own size. So the other orc pups, whatever they're called, what do? Wrestle together. That gets us filthy and full of joy, but also a bit stronger most probably, or shove them aside, snatch their bone toys and make them all cry. No, let's just wrestle together, get stronger. Faces. Blurry faces. They keep sticking their faces into ours, pinching our cheeks and making odd cooing noises. I can just imagine a load of big burly orcs going, "Oh, little baby." With our tiny hands pinch their cheeks back. Never let go. Or mimic their noises. Yeah, we might get given some halfling offal. Lovely. So teeth. Teeth have started popping through our gums. This is great. We've got to test them out. Do we? Chew the special food the bigger green things eat. It's tastier than the slop we normally get. Or kneecaps have always annoyed you every time we attack the nearest one. Yeah, let's bite people's knees. So we're becoming a proper orc pup now. A bit bigger and stronger. The orc child is an indomitable spirit. You leave the playstyle of the nursery eager to learn the best ways of making mischief. So, do we wait for the orc pup hunting trip to return and then steal their stuff? Or join the others on a hunting trip? Yeah, why not? Treasure! While we're skulking around the local hills, we uncover a chest of gleaming silver coins and jewellery. Okay, bring it back to the tribe and share it, or bury it somewhere and keep it for ourselves. I think we're going to share the wealth. We probably won't get as much, but actually everything went up for that. Probably would have got more on our wealth there, though. Despised. By now, the older orcs tell dozens of stories about inferior creatures of the world. Who do we despise the most? Elves. Fragile, sneaky, snobby, arrow-flinging cowards, or dwarves. Nasty, bearded warren creatures with their orc-killing contraptions. Dwarves are bad, but I hate the aloof elves. Yeah. Criminal. For a whole day you have been scoping out a farmstead on the edge of human lands. The farmer is rich and fat. Can't quite read the top there. At nightfall, maybe? Yes. Sneak into the chicken coop, break a few necks, take a feast full as a hearty meal, or call a few helping hands and rob the house. Flee when he starts whispering magic. No, let's rob the house. That's better than a few chickens, surely. You accompany some young orcs. They are fully grown, but these orcs are going into human lands. They ambush a trade caravan. What role do we play? So, a snatcher. We run in, grab everything we can, and then run back? Or are we going to be the lookout? Those humans are always organising patrols and things. We're going to be the lookout. We're going to make sure no one gets us. Our infamy went down then. Took a hit. Ambition. The oldest orc in the tribe is withered. He's all bent, but he's got some advice. What do you imagine in the future? We want to fight, feast and be merry. We'll be the greatest orc warrior ever. A war chief. Yeah, that sounds quite ambitious, doesn't it? Bestie. Who is our best friend and partner in crime? Brogog? Or Brogork? The brawler? Big and bad? Or Minorc, the mischievous and cunning and evil? Well, if they're our best friend and they watch our back. Someone big and tough. Yeah, goblins. Although they're often allies, goblins are cruel and take joy where they can get it. You have the misfortune of being caught in a spiked net trap. Torture awaits unless rip and tear through the net no matter how much it hurts. Beat up any goblins who fail to flee. Or tell them that you know where treasure is buried. Now, if we'd buried some treasure, that would be true. But never bargain with goblins. We show them who's boss. Beat them up. Yes, we're becoming a lean, broad orc. Yeah, we're 15 now, becoming a proper orc. Our primal surges surge through the veins. Time to make a name for ourselves. What's that going to be, though? Is it going to be stay in the tribelands and challenge the other young orcs? Show them who the alpha is, or head for the halfling holes. Easy, tasty fun and pillage. Now let's show the other orcs who's boss. Paint the town, drinking grog with our mates, stumble from the tribelands into a city looking for more booze and trouble. So pick a fight, smash them all in their horrible heads, or rob an alchemist. All of the greens, literally paint the town green. Yes, why not? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Skirmish. Clanging, ringing of metal sounds out from the forest clearing. A pack of outnumbered orcs fight desperately against a group. Join in the fellow orcs. Axe sinks in the joints of the human armor nicely. Or wait until we see who wins. No, we're going to help our orc friends out. Yeah, wolves. Alone in the wilderness. You let your guard down. Too late. Oh no. There's a pack of wolves surrounding us. So lock eyes with the biggest. Roar until it trembles. Or become a beater. Then grind a fang, ready axe and charge. No, we are going to show how big and scary we are. Yes. Wolf Orc. So Wolf Orc. Our wolf companion jumps up, snarling, barking. The other wolves seem cowed. They crouch low, whining. Some roll onto their backs. So because we befriended that little wolf pup, it's helped us out. We can enlist the wolves into our horde, sending them out hunting. That sounds like a good idea. Or this will be easy, wipe them out. So the wolf skins, they're going to be treasure, but I think it's going to be better to have the power of the wolves with our tribe. Nasty brew. A coven of shamans and witch doctors have created a nasty potion. How are we going to use it? Drink tiny amounts to improve our constitution overall, if we're strong enough to cope. Well, our constitution's 55, that's pretty good. Or poison the barrack wells, so we can try and take out a load of humans. No, let's take out the humans, actually. Bandit. We latch onto a group of outlaws. One day, hiding in rich yellow fields, we scope out a wealthy town on the King's Road. Do we? Serve as lookouts, picking off feeble as they run away. Well, it doesn't sound like a lot of money in that, but we can hide away from the knights when they appear. Or we rush in, smash and grab, load up with loot while arrows fly our way. So that sounds more dangerous. But we're going to get loot. Oh, we've got tons of loot. Let's serve as lookouts. We can make sure it's a little bit safer for the others. That has lost some bits and pieces, but that's fine. We've found the old tomb. Okay. So, obscured in the hillside, there is a door to what must be a tomb. Gargoyles' faces adorn the stone walls. So, do we? Oh, it stinks of evil, avoid it. That sounds a bit chickeny. The door creaks open with little effort, and we go in. Brave adventurer. Yeah, let's go for that. We're gonna loot the tomb. So echoes. Every breath we take echoes through the tunnels. Rats scurry in every corner. But we are brave and strong. Go right, go left. Now, D&D, you always go left. So we're gonna go left. Skulls. Okay, carved out tombs line the walls. Skeletons of dwarves, elves, humans, and even orcs. But they seem to chatter. Are they turning their heads to stare at us? Better move on. So we hurry onwards, crunching the bones underfoot, or go back and take the right. That sounds like a chickeny approach. We go onwards. Moist. So it's getting cold. The walls are sweaty and steamy. Shadows slither unevenly. Can you hear something in the distance? Forward into the awaiting pitch black, or turn right. Now everything's telling us to go back to the right. Now that seems like a trap to me. No, we're gonna pitch onwards into the darkness. Cave in! Rumbling and cracking shakes the ground. It's too dark to see anything. The chamber collapses around us. What's that? A crack of light to the right? Run through the avalanche, trusting your luck, or the tunnel through using our strength. We're going to use our strength. We're pretty strong. 71, that's pretty good. Whispers. The voices whisper. They call us traitor, failure, and weak and stupid. Unworthy of life. Chills run through our veins. Whoever dares to talk must pay. So we can go and find them and duff them up, or head back. We're not heading back. They're going to pay. Get down. You're faced with rough-cut stairs. We only go down, so I should imagine this is go back. We're not getting out. We are going down. Down into the darkness. What is this? Some kind of orc beast? Confronted by a big red orc gone wrong. Run, little orclet. You know what? You know not what you have uncovered. Run or die. It matters little to me, I imagine. We've kind of run out of space there. So we run, take the advice of the orc devil, or fight it. We use all our strength and pray to Krog. We're pretty strong. Let's fight it. Yeah, close call. We've defeated a great evil. The horde listens avidly as you recount the deed. Time to celebrate, then rest. So at 22 we've defeated a massive demon. Sing, dance, eat and recover. It's both options, so we'll go with that. Prowl. Led by our wolf companion, our gang finds offending orcs. Ambushing them and beat them senseless, we take our totem back. I feel like we've missed a bit of this story. So we execute the sneaky orcs and leave their heads on pointy sticks, or spare them and let them join us. No, they're not very good orcs. They've stolen from us, and yeah, let's make an example of them. Put their heads on pointy sticks. Tribe. Tagging along with a tribe. How do we pitch in? The chief plans to make a lasting settlement, so we're building a new orc settlement. Use our strength at the local quarry, build a stone fort, or hunt in the forest. No, stronghold. We'll get an orc fort. And guild work. Human warrior guild. Ask if we will help them fight a sewer lich beneath the city. Good money. Good money, and we've already gone down into a dungeon and fought a lich. It's just a plain old zombie, easy money, or it's not a lich, just a zombie. Kill the humans too. No, we'll let the guild know we're trustworthy. Mercenary band? Rowdy band of orcs offer their services. Give me loot and grub and we'll join your horde. We ain't cheap. Yes, join the horde, fill the ranks, or send them away. Steal loot and food. No, let's make our tribe bigger. They can join. Wicked. Smell her before we see her. Humid swamps and rot. Dare you play the lottery of souls, Orcling? Piece of yourself to the mad trickster and roll the dice. She offers the knife. A few nicks, that's all it takes. Okay, so there's an old orc shaman. Do we take the gamble or not? Do you know what? We are going to gamble our skills. Power or mediocrity. A were orc. Okay, so this is what I got before. We gained a were-orc trait. So do we? Find a shaman to bless it and curse it away, or embrace the monster within. Now, you do get a couple of options with this to turn back, but I did this last time, so we are going to get this blessed away and get rid of the orc curse. Vault. Sneaky goblins report finding a dwarven vault hidden in the mountains. Do we? Use our brains, mix up some boom boom powder and blow the vault down, or climb the mountain and use our physical prowess. Now, if it's dwarves, it's going to be full of traps. Let's blow our way in. Explorer. From the summit of Skyspear Mountain, we survey the world. What next? Travel to the Great Plains, where the hardy pioneers fight to extend the reach from the Empire, of the Empire even. Or head to the dread, monster-infested moors of Zathul. So, are we going to be a monster fighter or extend the realm? No, I think we're going to increase our infamy and fight monsters. Imprisoned. Everyone runs out at some point. Sleeping soundly after a raid across human lands, men-at-arms surround us and tie us up. So we're in the city dungeons. We befriend a goblin that picks the locks and helps us escape. That sounds good. Or straining the ropes. No, let's get this goblin on side. Crossbow. Okay, well, happily drinking in a tavern, and crossbow bolt whistles through an open window, lands in the chest of a patron, bedecked in purple and gold. Rush outside, cut down the hooded man, or everyone rushes outside in panic, rob the dead patron and sneak away. No, we're going to go after the hooded man. Hole in the wall. In a dingy, rarely encountered orc-owned drinking den, a boozy afternoon gives way to contests and gambling. Arm wrestle all of them, or join in a game of dagger finger, tossing the blade between fingers of a splayed palm. I've seen people do this, and it's not big, it's not clever, it's the way to lose a finger. Our strength has dropped somewhat though. Let's see if we can raise it. Yes, arm wrestling. Mercenary band. Rowdy band of orcs offer their services. Yeah, but we've already had this one. Join the horde. Outpourings. Okay. Outburst of magic. An eye wreathed in green flame. Sounds ominous. Arrives in the middle of orc lands. It carries with it a feeling of stinking dread. Bathe in the green light. So basically we're joining it, or avoid the area until the shamans and oracle dispel the evil eye. Yeah, we don't need to follow that, although our infamy's dropped to virtually 0. Monster time. Great Imperial capital celebrates Monster Time. All citizens dress up as creatures to scare each other. A good time to visit. Rob as much loot as we can while stuffing our face with party grub, or win the monster parade competition. Everyone says we look so lifelike, though we're dressed as an orc because we are one. And dungeon. Rumors abound of a dungeon filled with loot. Is this it? Smells of danger. No. Let's smash down the door and enter. Entrance. Okay. Magic thickens in the air. All is not what it seems. Head right, head left. Well, we've got to go left. Shrill? Yes. Shrill screams prick our soul. The air is icy. So cold it hurts. Left, right, left. Although if we keep going left, we're going to go... Oh. Okay, we'll go left. Back to this shrill, and then we'll go right. There we go. Scurry. Large rats scurry under our feet. We smell sulphur. The surrounding darkness snatches away your morale. Left or right? Let's go left. Alright, right. Back to where we were. Right. Solidify. Okay, the darkness seems to solidify around us. Under our feet, the ground is warming. Your stomach growls. It echoes like a beast. Left, right. Right. Sweat. Sweat rolls down our face. Grunt for breath. Your axe is almost too hot to handle. Right. No, that's back to where we were. Right, and then left then. Okay. Dragon! A mighty blood-red dragon awaits atop of its gold. Just orcs, it snorts as it lunges towards us. Attack it with the horde. Tell the orcs to stand back, the glory will be ours. No, we're going to attack at strength. Escape! Halt, Dragon Slayer. Hail the treasure finder. I am legend, see all my treasure. Or, oh, I am same. Okay, that's fine. Loads of sharp, shiny items there and an axe. Ooh, in fact, loads of stuff. Wedding! Two formerly warring human baronies to the east are joined in a noble marriage. Your local chief worries about the implications, so do we advise him to send a band to visit the wedding, or the tribes we advise him to migrate westward? No, let's go and attack the wedding. Beast! Your strength is famed. You are feared, a vicious, mighty warrior. But can you be the greatest of all? Hunt dragon. We've just fought a dragon. Or enter the ultimate fighting tournament. No, let's go after a dragon. Yeah, a black dragon. In our arduous journey, we find a black dragon glistening like oil and spitting acid. Your horde surrounds it. You're readying our axe. Legend Hood awaits. So use cunning. Send in your horde. Or focus on using pure brunt strength and natural warrior instincts. I think we can take a dragon. Adventurers. A large force of adventurers have been scouting orc lands. They are working for the local king. You must do something. Do we? We're the boss. No one tells us what to do. Travel a wide berth around the adventurers, or head with speed. Now let's go and attack the adventurers. Breathless, you arrive at a vantage point of the adventurers. They're laying waste to the tribe. There are many of them, fighters, wizards, and all sorts. Down the consequences, we must stop this. Charge! Or take heed, so we run away. No, let's charge in. Courageous. It's bloody, difficult fight. The enemy is unyielding and fierce. Defeat is close. Go berserk. Take the pain. Rage into their ranks and bring down as many of them as we can. Or retreat. Retreat is for the weak. Go berserk and take them all out. Victory. It is a great victory. A message to rude humans to stop their messing around. You are hailed as the leader, the hero, the beastly alpha of the pack. Hurrah! Will we hail this as a victory for all orcs of the lesser, over the lesser breeds even? Will you take the credit and have the followers declare you as a conqueror? No, we're going to hail this as a victory for all orcs. Trader, a heavily armed trading camp sits roadside. In exchange for loot, trader will supply weapons and food. Orc pay twice, or they pay the other something. Tell him you want to cut the prices, jamming your axe right in before jamming your axe right in his skull. This is robbery. No, we are going to just kill them. Oh, engage. So, this is an army fight. Their army is 45, ours is 72. Yeah, we are going to stretch out the flanks and surround them. Yes, we outnumber them, so we are going to surround them. Well, we lost quite a few, but so did they. Pull back and charge again. Cut off reinforcements. Yes. Still, we are losing quite a lot, but so are they. Retreat before it's too late. Yes, let's go berserk and send them in. Victory! Excellent. So, orc, rah! Or dedicate this victory to Krog the War God. Yeah, that should raise us with the... That should raise everything, blimey. Ancestors. Recently, your tribe lands have been plagued by the ghosts of your ancestors. Ethereal, shimmering of green light and ghostly groans unnerve our followers. Have the tribe engage in ceremonies to appease the rest of the spirits, or move on. No, let's talk to the spirits. They might be friendly. Praise. Numerous representatives of the Goblin tribe travel to pay homage to the newest power of the Orc lands. Should they play gold or relics? We've got gold. We've got too much gold. It says you can never have enough, but relics, they might bring blessings to our warband. Warband. Okay, local orcs following our word and whim. We need to forge them into an indomitable force, I imagine that is. Do we do what humans do? Drill them over and over? Or train them in brutal games of bloodthirsty raids? No, let's have some discipline. Wild Hunt. Once every 5 years, the Elvish Wild Hunt takes place. Part of the festivities is an extermination of all kind from their forests. They start to pick off our kind one by one. Avoid the area, or it's time. Set up traps, form ambush. Yes, let's take out the weak pointy ears. Jailbreak. Deep in the human empire, in the Imperial prison, fester 1,000 orcs. Do we lead the warband to free them? Bank on the presence. Just raid the border. No, let's go and release the horde. Jailhouse Rock. Loyal to the death, your horde follow you into the mountains. Atop a crag stands the fort prison. How will we gain entry? Brew up tremendous war cry and storm the walls. If we're strong enough, they may flee. Or clever. You and our shamans can brew up boom powder and sneak through the sewers and then blow them up. Yeah, that sounds... We're going to use brains over brawn for this one. The road to... traders and labourers work tirelessly, building roads straight through Orc lands to connect them with the Mountain Lords. Offer our services, or raid the work camps. If we're offering our services, they may leave us alone. So yeah, let's do that. Antisocial. The traders and labourers draw back in fear at our reputation immediately. They start to pack up camp and abandon the project. How rude! Off to pay them to build their... No. we're going to slaughter them all. Chosen one. The wisest shaman, disciples of Krob, gather to admire and proclaim the faith. They quest to spread the word of our deeds. Excellent. They call you Krog Respawned. Anoint you God King of the Orcs. Well, not bad. Decline the honours, we're not worthy. Or soak up the worship. Are we a demigod? Yeah. We're going to embrace our kingship. The Green God. Imbibed with the holy green power, orcs instinctively bow before us. You need to decide the direction of your divine mandate. So, orcs should shun occupations and trinkets. Fighting and praying is now the way. Or indulge, celebrate, and a tithe to the Green God. Well, do we become... No. Let's celebrate. Crime and punishment. Your kingdom's greatest criminal gang are brought before us, cocky and defiant. How do we deal with them? Discreetly employ them for a bit of troubling wealth distribution in rival lands, or hang them high. Let the subjects know that we're in charge. Yes, we're in charge. Innovation. Nearby forest elves, in exchange for promise of peace, often share their knowledge of plant cultivation with us. Growing plants, we can just nick theirs, or non-aggression. No, having good farmers will increase our lands. Diplomat. A diplomat from the human empire is slaughtered in his embassy hut while in Orc lands. The Great War threatens to roll across the lands. Compensate the Emperor with a large amount of loot. Or amass our army on the borders. Dare the Empire to come at us. Come at us, bro! Right, so we've got 100, they've got 71. So we do outnumber them. Are we going to try and stretch our flanks and surround them? Or just charge? Victory! Wow, that was easy. Our orcs are definitely a lot tougher than them. So, chant Orc, 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 or dedicate the victory to Krog, the god of war. Well, we are one of his disciples. Gladiator. Okay, hold a grand gladiatorial games. So, the last warrior standing is a rugged dwarf. It stares at us, holding its axe aloft. Stand and lead the crowd in applaud. Reward the dwarf and send him on his way. Or, jump down and fight it. No, he's done well. If he's fought all the way through the gladiators, he's deserved his freedom. Worshipped. Devotion to the orc gods sweep the kingdom. How do you use this as leverage? So, use missionaries to spread Krog's worship further afield, convert humans, elves, dwarves, and even tasty halflings, or forge our Dominion subjects into brainwash and equestrian drones. No. We are going to try and spread it to other races. Justice, battered and bruised human, is brought before us. He claims to always pay his tithes on time, but the loot disciples are overzealous. Dispose of him, or respect the fact that he took a beating. Yeah, he did alright. We're going to spare him for now. Magic mirror. We unwrap a large gift. It is a cracked mirror. The flawed mirror of flaws. I like that. The reflection shows the worst fears and insecurities. So smash it into dust. No, is it worth inspiring our humility? No, if it shows us our worst fears and insecurities, we can do something about them. Tithes, crime is rife. Impoverish of our kingdom claim that the Krog temple tithes leave them with nothing, forcing them to turn to crime. Those that cannot pay join the temple as monks, or they should be willing to give all. Increase the tithes. No, anyone that can't play becomes a monk in the temples. Revolt. Oh dear. In nearby imperial baronies, humans and dwarves revolt against the greedy lords. Imperial militia has deserted, sending the hordes. Conquer the fools. Or, it's an opportunity to convert non-orcs to Krog worship. Yeah, let's do that actually. We'll get them on side. Traitor. Oh, your loot advisor, a key member of our court, is found possessing imperial human coinage. 2 paymasters mean divided. What? Maybe we're missing a bit. Well, if he's got coins, what does that mean? Torturing him. Yeah, or cleave him down the middle. Yeah, let's split him in half and send him to his paymasters. Test of faith. To find future disciples, you send out test, presenting a rock of Krog. You ask wannabe followers how best to separate the green from the rock. What is the right answer? Distill green from the rock with alchemical processes, or smash it with an axe. Smash it with an axe. It's the orc way. Wow, I've just realised we've got to 60. That's a good old age for an orc. Great Orc, known to many as the Great. Even the peasants of the far-off lands whisper our name in respect or fear. But age is starting to whittle away our vitality. It's a slow process, but your axe no longer sits as comfortably in your hand. Your mind is slipping. It's only small things, but memories blur. No, we're going to take the axe hit. General, too old to take front ranks. What commands will you pass to your loyal warriors? Scorch the earth, leave the world in ruins, raid, raid and raid again, bring wealth to our coffers. Well, there's no need to destroy the world, let's just steal money from it. Professionals, orcs are great warriors. However, time to turn warriors into professional soldiers. Yes, it will be costly, but we've got loads of gold. Or no, old ways are the best. No, let's turn them into a proper orc army. Laws. It's time to decide once and for all how we will govern the land. How is law made? Written down and posted on every door in the kingdom, or bah, we're the ruler. We might not be the ruler for long though if we're getting old. Let's write it down. renegades. Menageries of thieves, killers, and dissidents seek sanctuary in our kingdom. Scum shall find no succor here. Yes, all are welcome. We don't want criminals here. We're forging a mighty orc empire. Successor. It's time to nominate a successor for when we give up the ghost and join the forever battle in the heavens. Who will we pick? A young orc brimming with violence and vigour, or a middle-aged orc barely past his prime, but wise to the ways of the world? Yes, we will pass it on to the wise. And fair. Fair tours our kingdom. Bands play, entertainers perform, competitions are announced. Should we take part? Take part in an eating competition. Show we have the belly of the ages. Or devilishly hard riddles. No, we are going to show we have the belly of the ages. I like that. Expansion. Subject elves, protest your plans to send armies into their sacred forest and claim them for our own. They threaten years of bloody guerrilla war. Heed their protests as long as they step down and continue to pay taxes, or no, we're going to have war with the elves. Okay, 100 to 58. So surrounding them didn't work that well when we tried that, but charging in did. We outnumber them nearly 2 to 1. Victory, yes, definitely. Orc, orc, orc. No, we're going to dedicate this victory to Krog the War God. Great festival. We're being celebrated by our subjects. The greatest orc ruler in written history. Well, that's not a bad going, is it? A week-long feast ends in a great hunt. What do we give the winner? Tons of loot, a holy artifact to bless them. Yes, we're going to bless them. Debate. Hill giants send a petition to join your kingdom as subjects. Clumsy but strong. Their presence is blessing and a curse. Hill giants on side. Welcome them, or build a massive wall to keep them out. Giants are trouble. No. We welcome them. A few trodden on hamlets never hurt anyone. What a great addition to our army. Wound. While sparring with raw recruits, a young orc surprises you with speed of his strikes. His training opens an old wound. Have the whelp executed, or pat him on the back and parade him round as a future great warrior. Yes, if he can best us. Plague. Bringing the far-flung orc tribes together is no easy task. Weird curses and terrible diseases filter down from the border tribes. Okay. Travel among the fringes of the realm, scouring the land of unholy influences, or conjure the will of Krog, turn the grass clean and healthy, and cure diseases. Yes, we're pretty strong with the shamans. We're going to go for that. Cult. A strange spider-worshipping goblin cult takes root in our kingdom. Poisoning and assassinations are rife. Put up with more and employ them in an aggressive diplomacy, or draw them out and publicly torture and execute them. Yes, the cult is against us, we're going to destroy them. Illness, oh no. Fever strikes down suddenly. It hurts to even open our eyes. Every movement is like moving through treacle. We are 75, that is a good old age for an orc. Bring the shamans and pray for divine intervention, or call the best doctors from human kingdoms. No, we're going to rely on the orc shamans. Tribute. The generals report that they have successfully subjugated another border state. The people are at our mercy. Sign of submission, arrange the large tribute as regularly as possible, or bleed the earth dry. Leave them no, we're going to keep them and have tribute from them. Judgment. A procession of all the races queue to pay tribute. From common folk to lords and ladies, sheriffs, mayors, princesses and princes. Okay. Yes, receive their tributes, or refuse all tributes. Soak up praises. Yeah, we don't need tributes. Undead. from the north, led by a cadre of necromancers, shamble a horde of undead, desolating any land they cross. Use a small amount of Krog's Blessing to boost your horde and overrun the filth, or using great reserves of power, open the earth beneath the undead and swallow them up. No, we're going to fight them. 100 versus 79. We're going to try and surround them. That did work fairly well, actually. Do we pull back and charge, or send small amount? No, we're going to charge. Yes, victory. We're dedicating it to Krog, the god of war. Of course, it's only right. Divine coaxing. Orc shamans with clerics, druids and warlocks from other races bow to our holiness. How should they deploy their mystical energies? All should devote their energies into empowering Krog, even, with continuous rituals of lifting him. That sounds good, actually. Or we put the power into the land. No, we're going to put the power into Krog. Godhood? You enthrall all who listen. Legend tells of your ascent of the great mountain. You sit high above the Orc pantheon of gods, impassionating your countless followers the acts of eternal greatness, maybe? Congratulations, we've lived a full Orc life. This is the end of our life. At 87, we have ended our life and become an Orc god. Well, Death Rat, he didn't do bad for himself, did he? There we go. New beginnings. Yes, as one life ends. We saw this at the beginning. So we can examine our life. Here we go. Game over. Death Rat of the Axe Goblin tribe. We lived for 87 years. Spawned. Yes, we did lots of different bits and pieces. We can even see our timeline. The years are carrying on. But as we can see, that's where we fought the Orc Devil. That's where we slayed the dragons. Wars were won. Unification, successor. Wow. So we passed away, finally, and became a god. Not bad going at all. So then, obviously, we get back to the start again. We can start a new life as a new Orc. And obviously the years are continuing, so I wonder if past lives will affect the new lives of Orcs. The new Orc we've got coming up next is Grimspawn of the Axe Goblin tribe, so he is actually of the former tribe we were in. But that is pretty good. So yes, there are obviously games of a similar ilk to this. Reigns come to mind. There are a few others as well. But this focuses solely on the Orc way of life. I think it's a really good idea. I've read some novels about Orcs and I think it's a really different way of exploring fantasy life. Orcs are always taken as the bad guys, and whilst we did do some bad things within our life, we did really promote the Orc way of life. So much so that we became a god, in fact. But again, a big thank you to James for sending me a copy of the game. Sorry it's taken me so long to get round to playing it, but I have really enjoyed it. My son has been really eager to play this game, and I've said to him not until I've done a video on it, but he's obviously going to be bashing away on this as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, do leave those likes, really does help the channel out. Of course, any comments, drop them in as well, and if you haven't, why not subscribe to keep up to date with future videos. But for now, I've been the Bristly Stranger. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we will see you next time.